if we required the media to be more involved with social activism, we would probably be in violation of our First Amendment right. However, I would suggest that the media, we should have news sources that are not for profit based. And we should heavily support them through the government so that we're getting a less biased, at least less profit biased or corporate biased representation of news and current events. And I think that would provide us with more access to things like social activism. Because right now we're only getting media coverage of social activism that brings in funding dollars, sponsors.
I don't think the media should be required to do to spread social activism because number one, we just saw what the ridiculous election result, the you know what I mean, the bite back that the media, you know what I mean, media preaching too much, and that's kind of what Middle America seized on. Stop telling us what to do, what to believe, and stuff. I mean, but at the same time, I'm pessimistic enough to say that you don't want to just leave it up to the people to be socially active because nowadays with the thing you're holding in your hand and all that other kind of stuff, people get easily distracted. So there needs to be some sort of awareness. You know what I mean? Like the media should maybe I don't know. It's a hard thing to answer. I think it should be more done through individual social network things like that. I don't think the media should have any hands in it. I think it should be something that started from the people, for the people, by the people kind of
Yes,
thing.
I believe the media should be more involved for social activism. Media is a powerful tool which can be used for good and bad, and I believe it should be used for as much good as it possibly can. Like regarding, unfortunately, Trump won, so he's president, and for what we know, he's electing people for his cabinet who weren't really that well, at least for people like me. I believe the media should point that out more and show other alternatives and stuff along with it. And there's a lot more that the media should do in order to just help for a greater good, in my opinion.
I believe people who launch social media campaigns do have good intentions. They're obviously trying to bring awareness to a situation that they feel a way about, and they also want some type of, civil justice over what's going on in the world. So I believe they do have good intentions, and it's just basically to get people to notice really what's going on.
I feel like some social media um, bloggers have good intentions only when they consistently use the social media for good causes and don't have a major bias on everything. When they accept positive comments and critiques, but don't allow bashing in the comments and don't allow people to harass other people. A lot of times, social media bloggers use it for their own fame. But I mean, I feel like for the most part, it's usually very, positive, trying to make a change in the world and things like that.
I feel like I can go 50-50 because some people in the media do it just for the attention, and some others really want to make a change, make a difference to make people more aware. So, I mean, it goes half and half for me with that question.
I feel like social media outlets have been helpful in the Black Lives Matter movement and the NFL's protest of the national anthem. But when we look at mainstream media outlets like Fox News and other entities, I think they have painted the Black community and their protests for social justice in a negative light.
The media played a role in Black Lives Matter movement because it plays as a source for the activists to get out to the audience, to everyone who normally would hear rumors about what's going on, but this time they get to see it. They get to see exactly what happened and how everything went so that they can help the movement progress.
Well, the media is portraying us. It's giving an importance to society, and it's giving little kids something to look up to since they look at these athletes on a higher level as greatness, and it's also giving an awareness to athletes that with all this money and all that revenue, they got to start believing in what they believe in, support our people, because I feel like media is a strong thing and the media is very persuasive. So if we state our beliefs and what Black Lives Matters really means, then we can definitely touch lives all across the country.
Yes, I think the media should be required to do more with social activism. The media plays a big role in our everyday lives. Think about it. We are on social media when we wake up during the day and when we go to bed.
A lot of the things we see on social media are not positive. So if we see more positive things like social activism, it will encourage people to engage in movements such as Black Lives Matter.
I don't believe that the media should do more. I feel like a lot of the issues in society, people blame the media for them. So if there's already a bunch of protests and things going on because of the media's influence, why would they want them to play a bigger role?